Hello and welcome to another edition of PAC Check-ins. I'm your host, Sean Davido, and today I'm joined by Ken Wilkinson, the manager for the Yakima Parks and Recreation Division. Thank you, Ken, for joining me.
My pleasure. Great to be here, Sean. Thank you.
Now, spring has sprung and there's a lot of stuff going on. Fisher Golf Course is open. There's some other stuff going on in Yakima Parks now that some of the restrictions have been lifted, thank goodness. Talk about that. Talk about the golf course opening and some of the things that parks are doing right now.
Sure. Well, we're so excited. I can't tell you how excited we are that it looks like this year is going to be pretty normal. We're hoping that continues. But yes, Fisher Golf Course opened up last Friday, and we're open for people to come out and have some fun. One of the things that really did do well during the pandemic was golf, and so a lot of people are picked up the game and are continuing to play, so that's great. Fisher's great because it's a par 3 golf course, 9 holes. You can play fairly quickly and enjoy it, and it's not very expensive. It's $10 to play 9 holes on a regular day, but we do have some specials. On Tuesdays is Ladies' Day, and it's only $8. And then on Thursdays is Men's Day, and it's $8 as well. So those are the great days to come out and enjoy 9 holes of golf, and hopefully it won't be too frustrating.
Wonderful. Anything else going on out there? I know you guys have a lot of stuff going on. April Pools Day, some things with the pools are coming up. People are excited to get back into swimming. So talk about a little bit about that.
So April Pools Day is coming up. It's kind of a fun day at Lions Pool, and the staff there show kids some water safety, and they have some fun, and there's usually some very nice giveaways. And it's the Saturday at the end of spring break. So that will be April the 9th. People can grab that information online at our website, yakimaparks.com. And there's all kinds of other information there too about the things that are going on in the parks. Now,
I know that there's talk of a pool coming to Martin Luther King Jr. Park. That is becoming more of a reality. I know they had a rally recently. Can you talk about that? Where's that process at?
So everyone knows that there was a pool there at Martin Luther King Park years ago, and it was closed for various mechanical reasons and things like that. So there's been a hope to bring back a pool to that park for many years. There was a committee that was formed back in 2017 to study the issue and where would be a good place to put a pool. So we put together some options, brought them to City Council, and they liked Martin Luther King Jr. Park as the preferred site. We then hired a consultant and did a feasibility study. They came up with some options of swimming pools that would fit in that park. And that study was done in 2019. And now City Council is asking us to take a real closer look at that park and that pool. And so we'll be doing that here in the near future. We did receive $1 million from the state legislature from the capital budget projects, and that will allow us to start the plans and the specifications and the bid documents for a swimming pool. So this is actually coming up with drawings that build a pool, not just conceptual, hey, this is what you could do on the site. These are real drawings that you take to a contractor and an architect and engineers, and they say, yes, we can build this. So that's the next step. So we're in the process of looking for a consultant that will be able to do that. We're doing the Rfq process, which is a request for qualifications, and that's going out to all of our consultants in the area that do this kind of work, and they will submitting, and we'll pick the best one to do the work and get that ball rolling.
Any idea timeline? When would a pool be possibly in place there?
Yeah, that's a very good question. A lot of it will depend on when we can get the consultant selected, and then how long it takes to do the drawings and get everything ready to go out for bid. And I really don't have a good answer to that. We'll have to work closely with our architects and our pool designers to go as quickly as we can. I know we're wanting to move as quickly as we can to get something open for that, for the city and the families and neighbors that live in that area around Martin Luther King Jr. Park.
And people want to have that, and it's a great community amenity, and it will come. People just need to be patient. It won't necessarily be this summer, but the plans are in the works, and they're solid plans now.
Yes, we're definitely moving forward. In the meantime, we do have Franklin Pool opening this summer. It is usually right after Yakima School District ends their semester. I'm guessing June 16th or June 17th is when we'll be open for use for anybody who wants to come and swim. We also have Lions Pool, which is available for recreational swims too. So, and we'll be at full capacity. Last summer we were not. We were at half capacity, which I'm sure caused some frustration for some people. And but this year we'll be back to full capacity and hopefully be able to show a lot of kids and families a lot of fun and great exercise, enjoy the great weather.
Wonderful. Let's talk about some more programs. The Washington Fruit Center Community Center has geared up. It has been remodeled. There's a lot of stuff going on out there. There's actually been some grant funding provided to that. Can you talk a little bit about that and some of the programs that are coming out of that facility?
Right. So Yakima Parks and Rec opened the facility and managed it starting in June of last year. And we hosted our summer playground program there. I can't remember how many kids we had. I want to say 75 plus every day in the summer from 9 to 4. And then in the fall, we started our after school program, our Beyond the Bell program at the Washington Fruit Community Center. And that serves almost 100 kids after school, helping them with homework and doing activities, and they get us back. In the meantime, we've been working to bring in partners to help put on programs in the building as well. And those are moving forward too. We're working with Junior League, we're working with Yakima Neighborhood Health and La Casa Holgar to put in programs for the communities. And all those things are coming together. We also are going to be able to start doing Meals on Wheels program in the building starting sometime in May. We partner with People for People to put on that lunch for seniors there. So lots of great things are happening in that building, now and going forward. We are looking forward to another great summer playground program there. This coming summer, we'll start right after Yakima School District ends their year. So lots of great stuff. We got a SEEK grant, and that money helps to pay for more staff so we can increase the number of kids that we can serve at the Washington Fruit Community Center. And also at Kissel Park, we now have 2 sites for summer playground day camp programs. And people can find out more about those as they can register online here in the next, probably be another month and a half before they'll be able to sign up their kids for that great program. That's a great way for the kids to, meet a lot of friends and have fun and stay active all summer long.
Wonderful. I was down there just a few weeks ago, talked to Kim Lopez. She is the coordinator down there. And they also have adult programs they're working on and some wonderful things there. And it's definitely a great facility for that part of our city.
Yeah, and let me talk about what things are going on in Miller Park, which is the park next to the Washington Fruit Community Center. So we were able to meet with a bunch of community leaders, and they helped to raise some funds for improvements to that park. But we also were able to get some money from the state legislature again to make improvements. We received $625,000 to make some needed improvements. And we resurfaced the basketball courts already, new backboards and rims. The playground is going to be replaced. The playground is here, and we just got word from the contractor that they're planning to be here to put up the new playground starting May 2nd. Now, we won't be able to have people playing on it right away, but shortly thereafter, maybe a couple weeks after, it will be available for kids to play on. And it's really pretty exciting. It will also have some components in it for kids that may have some physical challenges also, so they'll have some things that they can do on this playground as well. We're getting a new picnic shelter, and I've been told it's on a truck and heading our way, and we'll be getting a contractor to put that together. We're getting lights for the basketball court. So, on days like today, when the sun kind of goes down a little bit early still, people can still play basketball in the park. So those, we have that contractor selected, and they're getting geared up to put the lights in. We also have a restroom that's going in, and that has been ordered and in production. Just waiting on a date from them. The one is scheduled to be delivered. It's a prefab bathroom, so it comes together in 2 pieces, concrete, and then we put it together and set it in place. And so quickly we'll have a bathroom there. Our hope is to have that bathroom up and running by the middle of summer. So lots of great things happening at Miller Park this summer.
Exciting news for our East Side residents. Wonderful, wonderful news. Let's talk about, you guys just completed your comprehensive plan, the Parks and Recreation Comprehensive Plan. Talk about that. Talk about the data that you were looking for and maybe some of the stuff that you received. I know you're still going through that in its process. Talk about what you're looking for.
So every 5 years, we create a new comprehensive master plan for Parks and Recreation. It's a really good time for us to take a look at what we're doing, what we need to do, and how do we get to do it. Funding is always a challenge, but we are just so thankful for our donors, our service clubs, Rotary, Lions, Kiwanis Club, our state, whether it's our legislature or our Recreation Conservation Office, they give us funds. We've had private donors as well. So we create a list of all the improvements that we want to make in the next 5 to 10 years. We also put out a survey, community survey, and we mailed out 5,000 of those, and we got almost 700 of them back. Doesn't sound like a good number, but it really is a good percentage of the return. We take all that information and put it into graph form and put it into the plan. We also were out in the community and talked to people about what they wanted at parks. We were at the farmers market last summer. We were at the concerts at Franklin, Miller, and MLK, talking to people, handing out information, and getting feedback from them. We know we have some areas to improve, definitely, but we also got to hear about all the great stuff that we do and what people really, really appreciate. That comprehensive master plan is online also, and people can jump on and go to yakimaparks.com, and they can actually look at the comprehensive plan. I will say a lot of it is pretty dry. There is just, I don't know, people are having trouble sleeping. Maybe that's something they could take a look at and that'll help get them sleepy. But there is some really good information there also, just what people want in parks going forward. And we know they want walkways. We know they love open space, dog parks, disc golf, pickleball, so many of those things that we know people enjoy. It's confirmed in our study, in our survey, and our study, our plan that people confirm that's exactly what we want us to do.
Absolutely. Now let's talk about where people can find information. I know you guys put out your Parks and Rec guide, and the spring and summer Parks and Rec guide is out. What information can people find in there? I know there's signups for softball. There's all kinds of information there. And also we'll talk about the website. You've mentioned it a few times. People can find information online also.
So we do a program guide 3 times a year, and we're working on our one for summer right now, and that usually goes out right before Memorial Day. And it talks about some of the extra programs that we have, golf lessons, some of the specialty camps through Skyhawk Sports, the different hours for swimming, and the swim lessons are in there. So there's so much information, plus the Harmon Center and the Washington Creek Community Center, and all the programs that are there for seniors and adults as well. And like you said, softball leagues, we're back to softball leagues, which is great. Volleyball leagues, we're back to having those again as well. And then, of course, our special events, the concerts that we have at Miller, Martin Luther King, and at Franklin, and then also the movies that we have in Chesterley Park. So those will be there as well, so people can just grab that information. Or they can always just call Parks and Rec. 575-6020 is somewhere they can call and just ask those good questions.
And of course, you mentioned the website, yakimaparks.com. Tons of information there. The program guide is on there. All the information they could need to know about Yakima Parks.
We also want to encourage people, if they want to reserve a picnic shelter, they are going fast on the weekends. People are, thinking about summer and spring and getting out there and family gatherings. And we know that there are, the Saturdays and Sundays really do get booked up, and people sometimes get frustrated because the park that they want and the day that they want is already reserved by someone else. So if people are listening and hearing and want to get a picnic shelter, I would suggest they go online quickly. Again, yakimaparks.com. They can go there and reserve a picnic shelter at the many parks that we have them.
That's great information. And now's the time. Don't wait. It's like many other things. If you hesitate in today's world, it isn't there. It's hard to get. So
it's true. Very true.
So we've talked about a lot of stuff. Ken, what else? Is there more information that we should get out to the public about what you guys are working on?
Well, we're always working on things. We're looking for donors on different projects. We do have a memorial bench program. And if anybody's interested in purchasing a bench in memorial of someone, we would love to talk to them. We also have our Leaf a Legacy program where people can donate for trees and shrubs, and we put those in the parks as well. Helps us out so much financially. As everyone knows, we don't have a lot of extra money. So anything that we can get through donation really helps to stretch those dollars further. And you know, people enjoy the benches. We have them in various places throughout the parks, but we need more, and we need to replace some of the older ones that we have.
Wonderful. That's all I have, Ken. I really appreciate all the work that you do, all the work that your staff does. It will be a busy summer. Everybody is ready to get out and experience life again after some of these restrictions have gone away. So.
Oh, so true. Thank you, Sean, for doing the interview.
Yes, thank you very much. And thank you all for joining us today.